either by curse or by blessing, I predicted that my stream may actually shut down, and it did. Open a party for my friend Fallen. Now let's see if we can get the rest of this. Was I one wall off? No, I was not. Good. Now for the fun part, getting the ceiling on. Again. See if this will all hold up. PlayStation party, my stream, and the actual stream on YouTube. Either I just have bad luck, or my Wi-Fi router doesn't necessarily like running all this stuff at once. And neither does my PlayStation. I made it to about 2 minutes. I'm sorry. That would have been horrible. I probably wouldn't have tried to stream again if it only lasted 2 minutes. We made it to 2 hours, 7 minutes, roughly. So this stream should go for about an hour and 13 minutes if we're not interrupted. And that will bring us to our 3-hour, 20-minute mark. Colin's probably come to check on the Titanosaur. It starves pretty easily, and you have to hand feed it. Oh, didn't notice you'd joined the stream. I don't usually stream this late, but I had laundry to do, I had a doctor's appointment, I took a nap after all that. And I woke up and it was 6 o'clock. The appointment went alright. I'm probably gonna be getting a dosage increase for my antidepressant. Not close enough. There we go. Yeah, you're the female. Now, let's place these air conditioners down again. Now, as you see, they work. It's a pain in the butt to get this all set up. Alright. And I will catch you on tomorrow. So, the first time we placed these air conditioners down, they didn't work. Apparently, the electronics were too close to the water, and I guess in reality, they would have shorted out and, like, killed me. Or something. We have all the air conditioners working, and we will finally be able to incubate our baryonyx egg. You know what? My builder Hunter's OCD is kicking in. That looks better. I don't actually have OCD, but my best friend, my bro, Eternal, taught me to build cleanly and place cleanly. Since these don't auto-snap like Structures Plus mod on PC, it's a little bit harder to place them the way I want to, but I'll take what I can get. I feel sorry for my friend Wiki. She'll probably be getting home and on her PlayStation at about the same time I end this stream now. So now we have all 12 egg incubators fully functional. They're powered, they're running. Fertilized baryonyx egg, take 2. So, as I stated in the first part of my broadcast, the rates and amounts and all the stats and stuff, all the good stuff about my server are boosted. If this were an original unaltered server, it would take a lot longer to hatch this egg. So we've got a baryonyx. The first thing you probably want to know about breeding, while we're running the air conditioners, it's possible to get twins, triplets, quadruplets even, actually, in this game. Or it was before I switched solely to the egg incubator. Get the tech feeding trough down, because it brings us to our second most important thing about breeding. Once the egg is hatched, you need to feed the baby, otherwise it starves to death. Now, if it starves, there wasn't much point incubating the egg, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right here. For that reason, you'll want a feeding trough down. Here's the deal with the feeding trough. It will not feed any of your dinos or tames if they are under 10% matured. At 10%, your babies will start eating from the feeding trough. Before that, you've got to make sure there's food in them normally. people really like giga breeding. It's pretty much the most powerful tame in the game. The new Carcharodontosaurus might be a competitor for that spot, but the point here is it takes a long time to breed, incubate, and mature a giga. I'd have to look up the stats sometime, but I think if you're on an official unaltered server, it would take, I want to say, 8 days to breed the parents, incubate the egg, and mature the giga to full adult. With the settings I have, you can finish a giga in an hour's time, beginning to end. The downside with that is everything else that is not a giga will... Everything else that's not a giga will mature incredibly fast. So, because the giga has a rather speedy birthing process, beginning to end, everything else that breeds is just ridiculously fast, like the Baryonyx. I want to say a dodo's done in like 3 minutes, beginning to end. Dodo's the smallest, weakest, quickest thing to breed. Oh, right. When you claim a hatched baby, it's automatically set to follow you. You don't want to forget about that, because if you don't feed it, if you don't have a tech phase pistol to heal it, it takes time to get all its health back. That being said, you don't want to bring it out into a dangerous area when it's weak and fragile. We've got a good supply of eggs. No. We're gonna go through some eggs, hopefully. We've got a good supply of fish meat. This is what happens when an ADHD streams, apparently. So, we need lots of fish meat so the babies don't starve, but I'm hoping to get to the point where I can show you a color mutation. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be a two-part stream. I'm going to need to lower my weight first. Drop out some of my inventory. Otherwise, I'll get the Baryonyx killed just trying to harvest fish meat. believe my weight is 2,000 on this survivor. I like 4,000, but I can't ascend myself like I normally would with my official admin survivor. So I have a limited amount of survivor levels to work with. Sniper bullet, don't need. Advanced rifle bullet, don't need on me anyways. Comes in handy for the auto turret and the heavy auto turret later on. I hope to cover all the basics in my stream before I go to Aberration. Once I get to Aberration, that's my next big project, by the way. I'm excited to do an Aberration stream. But, as I was saying... Did I put that in the wrong place? No, I didn't. Okay. As I was saying... Do I even remember what I was saying? Oh, right. I hope to cover all the basics. The one thing I may not have covered clearly is how all the buttons work. It's become so common, like second nature to me, I don't even think about it. Berries in the refrigerator. Don't need that. Save the seeds. Put the bulb dog back now that I've got a better one. Food's at. It's getting low, but I'll survive a while. Alright, so this is where I was gonna go out and start looking for fish meat. But I think it's important that I name the parents first. I don't usually name my dinos because it creates a personal connection, which makes it harder to lose them. But if we're gonna try to do this realistically, like a newer, unseasoned player would do, it makes sense to name them. Or at least the players who want to really feel like they're part of everything. Not exactly how I wanted to put it, but playing this game is like an escape from life sometimes. To create another life of your own, it makes sense to do things like name dinos. At this point it's more of just a ramble, but hopefully you get at least a vague idea of what I'm trying to say. So, name. You know what? I'll name you two after my family dogs. Or at least the family dogs that didn't try to kill me. That's probably what I should have done with the bulb dogs, but oh well. So, round two. This time, we've got eyes we can see. Around, looks good. There's a Megalodon. Megalodon sees us. There's a Basilosaurus. A whale, one of my favorites, surrounded by mantis. Alright, so here you press L3. L3 will temporarily stun, and I see we've got company, will temporarily stun your target for 10 seconds? 8 to 10 seconds? I don't think we're necessarily going to be able to take on all three of these, unfortunately. All four. If we can kill just one of them, we'll get our meat's worth, I think. But this is gonna hurt. This is a stun tactic, it works quite well. Normally I would level up my baryonyx so it doesn't die, but as I stated last time, this is a breeder. I don't want to level up the breeder because then I can't see the original stats to see which stat gets a mutation if a baby gets a mutation. Baryonyx, no, the Basilosaurus should not be this close because now I'm going to have to take on all the mantas if they perceive me as a threat. All the mantas. lot of mucus. Before we... Oh yeah, we're encumbered. And we're dying. That was painful. That was incredibly painful. We need to get the hell out of here. Alright, we're gonna drop a lot of meat. Until that encumbered disappears, because that will make me comfortable. We're gonna lose a lot of what we've harvested. No, we cannot. We will be able to move soon. Now we can barely move. I think for the moment, though, we are safe. There are no mantas, there are no megalodons. I do not like being this vulnerable, but it appears we are safe. I don't like wasting all that fish meat either, but the trough does have a limit. I want to say the trough can only hold 60 slots. If it were a tech trough, it would hold 100. We're currently being followed by dolphins, I believe. Yep, there's a dolphin out there. Now, luckily for us, the baryonyx does not have an oxygen gauge. That is probably about my favorite thing about the baryonyx. It is not officially an aquatic tame, but it cannot drown either. Any second now, our feet will touch the ground. Oh, but I have an oxygen gauge. I nearly killed myself drowning. Well, I didn't get to the drowning point, luckily. Another nice thing is I can use weapons on this baryonyx. good with my weapon, but then I don't usually spend much time shooting at these birds. I do so because I do not want them stealing my food. I have plenty of ammo to spare, but I don't want to waste it all either. Alright, we're gonna drop this other stuff. We'll keep the megalodon teeth. Normally I keep the berries, but I'm hoping to get a little bit more speed out of Oscar here. Is there anything I can drop? Well, yes and no. The ammo would save me a little bit of speed, but I kinda need the ammo. Alright, I don't like how close you are, so let's try this again. Oh, come on, that register does a hit. That register does a hit, I think. So randomly flies, as you see, I'm no good at predicting where. That should have been an easy shot, but this is not one of the things I'm used to shooting regularly. I mean, I have good days, I have bad days. This is definitely one of my bad days. Finally. So many arrows wasted. I'm glad I had a surplus to work with. 9 times out of 10, no one would travel at this speed. They would give up, they would dump the food, they'd grab a cryopod, which would also dump the food. But we need the food. We're gonna be breeding a bit. And the trade-off to my ADHD bouncing my thoughts all over the place is I can have a rather large overabundance of patience when doing things. Start with that. This would probably be a good time to show you how imprinting works, but to do true imprinting without any hitches, flaws, failures, you need kibble. We're not ready for kibble yet. So we'll wait on imprinting, and right now we'll just cover the basics of breeding. Minosa, female. She was my female pit bull. Although when I looked her up as a teenager, I saw that she was some type of Mexican breed. The picture was a perfect match for her. I just don't remember what the breed was. But anyways, we turn Minosa back on breeding. While we're waiting, let's go back to feeding your babies. So, on a normal server, it takes a long time to go through the whole process from laying the egg to maturing the baby. That being said, it doesn't reach the 10% maturity nearly as quickly as it does on my server. That being said, if you do not actually put food in the baby, it is guaranteed to starve to death. Because I have, what's the word I'm looking for? Because I have brain farts, gotta hate them. Because I have obliged to give people what they want with the giga breeding, nothing starves to death as long as there is food in the trough. They always hit 10% before they starve. That being said, you do not have to worry about your babies starving, as long as they will eat from the trough. The Baryonyx is one of the few dinos that only eats fish. One of the few tames, in fact. The Pelagornis is a bird. I like the bird. It flies and floats on water. It only eats fish. The otter actually only eats fish. I'll wait on the name. I know that sound. Better safe than sorry. Oh, you're a female. You're well over 10%, so you're feeding from the trough. Actually, we're kind of cramped for time, so we're just gonna get this started. Males can in fact breed with multiple females at once. I do regularly is 8 females to 1 male. It's tricky, but it's doable. Set you to mating. And get you 2 started. Some of you might be thinking, what are you doing? You're crazy. This is incest. Well, yes, it is. But the alternative is you've got to go out and find another male for the newly hatched female. If these were people, I wouldn't even be showing this. obviously. But, fear not. There are no inbreeding consequences. It's not like where cats intermingle and incest results in really weird cats. My dad and his fiancée had a cat from inbreeding that couldn't properly climb or jump. Like I said though, we won't have to worry about anything like that on this game. The male's done growing up. Good, another female. Because we're using air conditioners, I probably won't breed more than 3 females at once. If updates haven't changed how non-egg incubator incubations work, the more females we have breeding, the higher the risk we have of twinning. If we were to put 3 eggs down and all 3 of them gave triplets, we'd really be in trouble. Normally, what you do to look for mutations is you press square to open the inventory of the baby. You go down to the bottom where it says Show Ancestors. You click on that, and if you look at the top, you see matrilineal and patrilineal, and that's the mother and father's side. You see that it says random mutations, 0 out of 20. Oh, perfect timing. If there is something other than a 0 on the other side of that slash mark, then it means it's mutated. You're male. If I can get a good level male, I'll use it to harvest fish meat. two most important things I need for a hunter is that it can carry its load and it doesn't die. You're at 3 minutes. You're at 3 minutes. You'll probably be fully matured before they start breeding. Actually, I'm gonna turn the male off of breeding. And we'll wait for all the females to catch up with each other. I may or may not be able to show you the danger of hatching multiple eggs at once with an air conditioner. %. Trough, so we can put this fish meat back in the trough. Now we can equip saddle. Seconds, you're probably about a minute. Yeah, a little bit less. So this is a 419 female. On standard taming, it would be equal to finding a 280 and taming it with fish meat. Minosa is a 260, so the 419 is the better deal right now. The 405 I added a little while ago would be a perfectly tamed 270. Oscar there is a 290. This is all before taming, of course. The numbers I'm giving out anyways. And I believe they should all be ready. So now we come to our grand finale. Now, gotta cancel it. The back one is not close enough, apparently. Ridiculously close, and many of you will point out that they're backwards. Not much longer now. Not set her to breeding. No, apparently I did not. Back her up, reset the mating, unfortunately. But honestly, I didn't like them that close. So, at this point, we're hoping for either a mutated baryonyx or an egg that produces more than one baby. breeding. We don't want them breeding while we're offline, because we've only got a few minutes of the stream left. Alright, let's see what we get. There's one egg. There's 2 eggs. There's 3 eggs. The middle one might actually have a silver mutation. Or maybe not. They appear to all be silver. But we'll check anyways. That's a no. That's a no. And that's a no. So we'll get this one to follow. We don't want them getting stuck in each other when they grow up. Pretty soon they'll be stuck in each other. Oh, don't tell me I'm too late. Okay. Now, besides the risk of twinning, you'll see that the more babies you hatch, the quicker your food runs out. Common sense, really, but just keep it in mind. they are all male. This is going to be the male we want, though. It's higher level than even the father. Apparently the one we've been staring at is the last one to mature. So, this is the most painful part of breeding. Unfortunately, we don't have many cryopods, and we don't have many cryofridges. We can't hold many dinos, so we must give up the ones that we don't need. It's cruel, but it's gotta be done. I hate to end a stream like this. Alright, so before we end, we'll jump to the next step of the process. The basic goal of breeding usually is to get the highest level, most powerful dino you can. As Oscar is not the alpha anymore, technically. We'll move the saddle onto this unnamed baryonyx. What shall we name you? Let's go with Nate. is our new male breeder. He's a higher level. Level alone does not necessarily decide the breeder, though. Sometimes lower levels can get better stats. It's always something to keep in mind. Another thing you want to consider is that Nate is essentially the same color as the front two females, which reduces the color variety you'll get. Only through this female baryonyx in the back will the black color live on. And I don't pick sides with politics or debates. Just saying. Looks like I'm gonna time out, I guess. I can't dismount. This is where I was gonna end anyways. So, on a final note, I hope there comes a future when we don't have to feel awkward about the things we say. That explains my last statement. We did time out. I guess it was a backup save. This is what I want. But this has been Blues Jammer coming at you. Raw, live, unedited. And I will catch you next time.